The other thing that can come up is that these energies will come up and say, either I'm scared or this isn't always the way it's been. This has always been my job to keep you here. And then there needs to be this conversation about, thank you so much that you've always helped me be here, but we're going someplace different now. Can you help me go someplace different? Which my experience is usually those energies go, well, yeah, that's all I needed to know what my new job was, right?
Right.
So, but it sounds to me like, tell me if I'm wrong here, but it sounds to me like this energy is like really on board. It really wants to help you, and it really wants to get your attention. So let's ask it to help. So there is an essence. Let's remind ourselves of the essence that you really want to infuse your new business. Do you remember what it was that you wrote out, that you've written out before, Thach, that you're aiming for? You can name it in terms of a priority or in terms of an essence, whatever, for this experiment.
For my real estate business, or which one?
Yes, for your real estate business. What's the essence of that?
I think the essence is really, really being a place of eagerness, exciting, of service, and I just love that the activity of it. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Okay. Now, have you been feeling so much in love with the activity of it this last week?
No, I mean in January
Not so much.
I was in the zone. I was focused.
I remember. Exactly.
I was just hitting it, you know what I mean? I was just manifesting, something like every other day, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And so I just realized like the last probably 2 weeks or 3 weeks, probably 2 weeks or so, I just lost that focus and lost that manifestation, that magic,
Yeah, the magic, right. And that is something that you've been feeling in some of these things that have been saying, come this way, play with me over here, play with me over here. Those things are kind of promising some of that eagerness, that excitement, that service, and the magic, right?
Right.
So can you see how this one part of you is going, but wait, So perhaps that's what we want to look at, is how can we take what you're experiencing in some of these other areas and funnel them back, because this is such an opportune time, right?
Right.
To funnel those back and really to target those in on your real estate business. So ask for the help from this energy, or, just ask inside your heart and your mind, ask your mind to help you with it. Can you think of some ways, or what comes up around, how can I be experiencing that magic part in my real estate business so I don't kind of push farther and farther away from it, but actually use all the energy of all these other things to stay really, really into my real estate business? Can you think of anything that you could use this kind of as a crossover?
Yeah, I think the energy, the crossover energy for me is probably I think the thing for me is like the crossover for me is like just if I got 3 things I'm going to do, I need to just designate that from this time I'm going to be single-minded focused on real estate. From this time I'm single-minded focused on doing the blog radio show. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because when I'm single-minded doing that, and I don't collapse them together. Then I don't get diluted. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, this is very good, Thach, and if you don't mind, I really want to point this out, because this is talking about what really is creating your personal success strategy. Because what I'm hearing you say is you actually need a block of time where you say, I'm not going to do contribution networking party. I'm not going to do radio blog. I'm not going to do my book. This is my time for my real estate business. I'm going to play full out in that. And for some people, that might not work. For some people, they want to mix it all together. So if they tried to do what you're doing, it wouldn't work. And if you tried to do what they're doing, it wouldn't work. This is where these energies can really help us understand what works for us. So let me ask you, in the last 2 weeks, have you been doing what that inspired action was? Have you been giving single-minded focus to separate things throughout the day? Or has it seemed like the day is just all running together for you?
Yeah, all running together.
Okay, and so that sets up this energy that says, no, and it starts, pounding on the inside of your head, literally, right? Wake up call, no. So you see how that energy, that particular energy of that pounding is saying, wait a minute. It's really a reminder of what really is going to work for you. So I want you to take a moment. I just want you to imagine. Just take a breath and just imagine. Relax your shoulders. Let them fall back from your ears. Just imagine there's a nice warmth. Relax across the back. Relax your jaw. And now imagine the rest of your week. Imagine the rest of your week where you had the freedom to move from task to task and focus to focus. When you were focused, you had the ability. Everything around you, allowed yourself to focus on this one thing, to give yourself to this one thing, and then give yourself to this other thing. And go ahead and imagine yourself, working with someone with your book. And then imagine yourself turning and working on your real estate business and working with other people and accepting opportunities there and taking care of some of the tasks. Maybe they weren't your favorite, but imagine yourself following your inspiration so they happened very quickly and easily. And then imagine yourself turning and getting to work on something maybe with one of your coaches, or maybe meeting with a friend and discussing something that brought up some real cool excitement and inspiration for you. And then imagine yourself being able to really give yourself to being in your family, with Cammie, with your kids. And then just come back into yourself, just be there in yourself. Feel yourself sitting in a chair. Feel your heart beating. And feel yourself at the center of all these different things. But feel that you have the time and space for each of them. They each have their place. They each have their space. And when you do that, what happens to that pounding, targeted energy in your head? What happens with that? Is it still there? Is it as loud?
No. It actually become more when the words that come out, it become more focused. You know what I mean? And it has time to be focused on individual things versus all collapsed into one.
Okay. So what could happen, you think, Thach, if you were able for the rest of the week, if you were able to create these times and spaces of focused energy? What do you think could change for you during the week?